Welcome to Love from Lisha. For an extra dose of love in your day, click subscribe and the bell to be notified when new videos go live. Today, we'll be talking about how to tap into your superpower and make sure it doesn't go to the dark side. You've heard it before. Everyone has a superpower. Now, when I say that, something might come to mind for you. You might say, oh yeah, I know what mine is. Or you might say, oh no, not so much me. I don't have one. That's okay. Whatever your experience is, that's your experience. If you have one, think of it. If you don't, then maybe let it come to you as you watch this video. For me, I became aware of my superpower at a young age. I used to write thank you notes that were really heartfelt. I would feel a connection with my heart, with the love that I felt for someone, the appreciation, and write from that place. That's just who I was. I figured, that's how I write nice thank you notes. Until one day, my mom said, your ability to touch people with your words when you write these notes is something really unique and special. And I said, well, doesn't everyone have the ability to write nice notes? And she said, well, yes, of course, everyone does. But you touch people in a really meaningful, powerful way through those words, through that connection, through being able to reach out through what you write to their hearts. And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I do that for real? And being the age that I was like, yeah, I do. That's awesome. That's me. And it wasn't until later on that those words sunk in more. And I was like, I do feel a deep sense of what I later learned was empathy and really connecting with people's experiences, feeling into what they were feeling and feeling that so alive in me. The superpower of that was having that great compassion for what they were going through to show up not just through the motions, but really being present, really being thoughtful about this is the experience that they're having. This is how it's feeling, and this is how I'm driven to support them, to be present, to be aware, to be curious. And as I've continued into coaching, I've seen that superpower to be incredibly valuable with my clients because as they're talking, they can sense that I really genuinely care. They feel safe, they feel connected, and they feel open to sharing. And the more that they share, the more I'm able to help them, the more we're able to uncover what's coming up, get to the root of it. It's great to feel compassion, to connect with people on deep, emotional, meaningful levels. But as with any superpower, it's got a dark side. My dark side of my superpower of that deep, deep compassion is that sometimes it will lead me to become too connected with someone. They're going through a hard time. My heart, my soul is bleeding for them. I'm thinking about them and worried about them and following up and really deeply concerned. I get pulled in almost too much. And that was something else that my mom had brought up, where there were times like I talk about a friend where they lost a parent and she would say, be careful not to get pulled into it too much because sometimes then I would just get so stuck in it and I would get caught up and overwhelmed by the emotion, which wasn't even something that was my own personal experience, but it was the empathy that I was feeling for someone else that I knew really well or maybe didn't even know that well. And there was that risk of getting pulled in too much. So now going back to you, where might that apply? Where is your superpower? If you don't know what it is, then feel free to ask a friend, a loved one, a family member, hey, what would you say my superpower is? For some, it might be helping others, where you are identifying ways to bring value, to help other people. Taken to the extreme, that might be where you're going above and beyond and you're not respecting your own time and your own needs. Another superpower could be where you observe things in such detail. That attention to detail is a true gift. And if you're reviewing a document that 10 other people reviewed, you might be the one to pick up on that thing that everyone else missed, and you are taking in more information than others and processing it differently, and that could be a gift. It goes to the dark side, though, when you get caught up on all of those details and you're irked by someone's flaws and by someone that's not catching those details, or things aren't a certain way, things aren't as they should be, and that starts to create negative energy. So those superpowers, they thrive, when they bring out that energy, when they light you up, when you feel like you are soaring. They go to the dark side when it brings up tension, anxiety. It causes a lot of mental chatter that is just very loud in your head and not productive. So consider, what is your superpower? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Please share. And like I said, if you're not sure what it is, ask someone. If you like this video, please click like, share, subscribe. And for more about me, my website is coachlisha.com. Until next time, with more love from Lisha. Bye.